going on, everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. For any of you guys that are new here, my name is Levi. Now in today's video, I'm gonna be taking you guys through how I meal prep for the week. Now before we getting into prepping the meals, I have two meals here that I'm gonna show you guys how to prep today. I do want to mention that I have breakfast and dinner at home. Those are two meals that I do not meal prep. I eat 4 to 5 times a day, so that's why we're making 2 meals today. So I have my lovely guest right here with us because of course there's food. Her name is Bean, so she's going to be accompanying us today in making our food today. If you guys do plan on meal prepping, I strongly suggest you get these as well. I don't believe I have anything else really more to say, so let's get into the video. One more other thing that I want to mention before we get into the actual prepping of the meals is that you need to pick a day to meal prep or else it's just not going to work. Like if you, I've probably heard that saying before, you know, if you don't plan, you plan to fail. Yeah, that's right? Yeah, if you don't plan, you plan to fail. Yeah. So that's essentially the same thing. So if you want to get your diet on track, or if you just want a better diet, if you don't plan how you're going to structure your meals, or you don't meal prep at all, you're already planning to fail. So choose a day. Sunday works for a lot of people. It works for me. If it doesn't work for you, find another day during the week where you can make all your meals. Like I said, I make 2 meals for my meal prep for the week. So those 2 meals happen to be my post-workout meal, which is the meal I have after my workout, which just happens to be your typical chicken and rice. And then I also have a burrito, which is like my lunch. And I also have something else in my burrito, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. These are meals that I'm able to take with me on the go. I'm not making super fancy meals. The reason being is because I'm trying to save you guys time, and I'm also trying to save myself time. Mind you, this is a video on how I meal prep, so I am trying to save myself as much time as I possibly can. So when you meal prep, you want to meal prep all your meals at one time. You don't just want to focus on this one and then focus on this one later. You kind of want to try to just bang it out as quick as you can, because if you don't, it's just going to take a long time. So without further ado, let's go kick the grill on. All right, now you guys are probably wondering, like, what method of cooking should I use to get my meals prepped, especially if you're having meat. I strongly suggest, if you have one, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys do, use a grill, because you can toss both your meats on here at the same time. It saves you a lot of time. Again, I'm just trying to save you guys time so you guys can go enjoy your life outside of like fitness and meal prepping. So a grill is something that I highly recommend. You can use a stovetop, you can use an oven, whatever you prefer, but for today's video, we're gonna be using a grill. So get this thing up to 415 degrees. We have to wait for this to heat up because it's a Traeger, and so, yeah. Stop. Sorry. While we're waiting for the grill to heat up really quick, I'm going to show you guys how you guys are going to make these meals good, because you probably heard me say chicken and rice and you probably wanted to click off this video. I'm pretty sure a lot of people did, so the people that stayed. Yeah, so to make your chicken breast taste good, I don't know if you guys saw in my full day, I made a full day of eating a long time ago, and there's a seasoning right here that makes your chicken taste phenomenal. Also, timing kind of goes into chicken as well. But this right here is called Grill Mates. It's the Memphis Pit Barbecue Rub. Essentially, all you're going to do for this meal is sprinkle on the seasoning, and you want to be very generous with it. Your chicken should be pretty covered. It shouldn't be like all light. Like, you know, you're not seasoning your food basically if like you're like, oh,
it still tastes bad. Like,
no, you're just not seasoning your food correctly. Something else that we're gonna do with our chicken breast really quick is we are going to lightly put some olive oil, we're gonna lightly oil these chicken breasts with olive oil. You don't wanna do too much because you don't want too much fat on these things. This just helps to add a little bit of flavor and also get your fats in for the meal. One more thing that I'm going to mention really quick about the chicken breast, just to get it to cook better, is you want to cut them in halves. It just helps the chicken breast to cook more evenly throughout, because I've noticed a lot of times when I cook chicken, it's like a whole breast, because breasts nowadays are like the size of, I don't know, chicken breasts don't look normal nowadays. I don't know why, I don't know what they're putting in their food, probably Trent or something. I don't know. Just cut them in half. It just helps a lot with the cooking process. So that's that for the chicken. Now, everything that you're gonna need for the burrito is you're gonna need some ground beef. For me, I'm doing 85-15. I do ground bison sometimes, but I got this on sale, so I chose to go with ground beef. I tried to get organic grass-fed. I got lucky. This was only $6. So before we start cooking with our ground beef, we're obviously going to give some to our sous chef, Bean. Give me that paw. Okay, good bean. Aside from the ground beef, you're also gonna need to get yourself some beans. I chose black beans, but in particular, you need to get beans that are flavored. Now, what do I mean by flavored? So this one has garlic, onions, and spices in it. Now, there are other beans out there that aren't black beans that have spices, so if you like those, get those. But what helps a lot with these beans right here is they have a lot more flavor. So if you get the basic beans, they're just not gonna have that much flavor. Again, I'm trying to help you guys with like the taste of these meals. I don't want these meals that you would kind of categorize as basic to taste basic. I want them to taste amazing for you. So you're gonna need these, and then you're gonna need some tortillas. Get the Mission ones that are larger. They have these at Costco in a huge pack. I actually need to do like a grocery haul at Costco eventually sometime soon. Another thing that we're gonna add on at the end is we're gonna need this 4-cheese Mexican cheese. You guys can use any sort of cheese that you want. I just like to sprinkle it on at the end when I wrap up my burritos. Now, how are we gonna flavor this meat right here? Again, you don't have to use the grill. You guys are probably wondering, if we're making burritos, why do we have patties? The reason I do patties is just because I can split up the servings and I can visually see the servings, because each kind of packet of ground beef typically comes with 4 servings, and so I can visually see the 4 servings. I don't have to measure it out. It just helps me, again, trying to save time. The way you want to season these is typically you just want to sprinkle some sea salt on them. And this is entirely up to you guys. I use this Frank's Red Hot on my patties. It tastes amazing. Now, I don't recommend putting this Frank's Red Hot on your chicken. It just doesn't taste good. If you guys saw my previous video, I tried it. It tasted like crap. Even Bean said so, right, Bean? She said yeah. So yeah, once you get everything seasoned up, it's all ready to go. All you have to do is wait for the grill to get up to the heat that you want it to get up to, which is 415. While we're waiting for the grill to heat up, I do want to mention this really quick, in that there kind of is like this third meal, and it's a snack right here. Now, this snack just helps me to get my calorie intake in for the day, and it also holds me over until I am waiting to have one of my other meals. If you guys want to definitely implement a snack, all I do is, you guys may have seen my full days of eating, is that I have an apple and a protein bar. I just have a banana for reference, just because we're out of apples, and bananas and apples are kind of similar in calories. So yeah, in case you guys wanted to do that, there you go. All right, so we just put everything on the grill. So when you cook chicken on the grill, you're gonna wanna cook it for 8 minutes on each side, especially if you cut them in halves. Make sure you just cut them in halves, okay? Listen to me, I'm trying to help you guys out, all right? And then for burgers, I like to cook them 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other side. You guys can cook them for longer on both sides if you guys want for the burgers, especially because I like mine medium rare. If you guys don't like your burgers medium rare and you'd rather have them just, what do they even call it when they're cooked all the way through? Well done. If you like your burgers well done, you're a lunatic. But hey, everyone has their preferences. So we're gonna let those sit there for that time. So technically 16 minutes for a whole chicken breast, because you gotta flip it after 8 minutes. And then for a burger, it's 8 minutes. Technically you have to flip it for 4 minutes per side.
What?
I'm having trouble talking today. Sorry guys. And Bean's just making everything distracting. I'm just gonna blame it on her. They're in there, you big fat lard. You're fat. You know that? Okay. All right, we're just gonna turn this baby off now. I don't know, I almost gave you guys like directions to how to turn this off. I don't know why. But anyway, so chicken's done. We already pulled the burgers off. Look at this. Your chicken needs to look like this. You don't want it to be so charred out of its mind that it's drier than a freaking piece of jerky when you pull it off. This is some juicy chicken right here. Typically, I would make more meat because I would make meals for the entire course of the week, aka 6 days of the week until I reached Sunday again. This is just for the sake of the video. This is just how much I felt like pulling out. So yeah, let's get on in there and just finish this up. Starting off with the burrito bowl, we're gonna start by putting in 3 of the patties into the bowls right here. This one right here, I already prepped. So I put 3/4 cup of rice in each of them in the tortillas. And then I also put a 1/2 cup of beans in the burrito as well. The can will serve up to 3 burritos. So definitely if you're, cooking for the entire week, make sure you use 2 of these cans because that's what you're gonna need. And we're gonna add it to this last one right here. And then we're gonna sprinkle on some cheese to this one right here, which I haven't done yet. And boom, your meals are prepped for this. Now, typically what I'll do is I'll also kind of just mash up the beef in here so that when I eat my burrito, it's well distributed, just so like when you're biting into it, you don't just get this one big fat patty in the middle of it. So I chop it up in there. Boom, that's ready to go. That one's ready to go as well. What I would recommend you guys do is cut up your chicken breast when you put them into your meal prep containers. Also put in 1/2 a chicken breast for each one. A whole chicken breast would be a lot of protein for your stomach to digest, so I highly recommend only putting in 1/2 a chicken breast into each one, like so. Again, cut these up into like cubes or whatever. There's no sauce with this, but if you guys do want a good sauce that's low in calories, there's this Frank's Red Hot one at the store. It's like a mild, you can pretty much find it anywhere. It's like the yellow bottle that they have, but the sauce is orange. Highly, highly recommend that. If you like hotter, you can get the hotter one. It's a really good sauce, but yeah, this is essentially it. These are the meals that I only prep for the week. Like I said, I have like about 4 to 5 meals a day, and I meal prep 2 of them because I have breakfast and I also have dinner, and I make those here at home. If you guys aren't able to have dinner at home, then you can replace like your dinner with one of these. Everyone should be making breakfast at home. But that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a like. If any of you guys are new here, do not forget to press that subscribe button because you guys know I will be back. And as always, being is fat. Just kidding. That kind of beautiful love. This guy's living. See you guys in the next one.